What's up, traders? So we have some major moves in the market today, and I want to get you ready for the next move so you can be in a great position to benefit from it. Now, my name is Rashad. I am a full-time options trader, and I bring in the bulk of my income via the stock market. But before we begin, go ahead and do me a favor and smash that like button. And do remember that this is not financial advice, nor is it a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any equities or options contracts. All trading comes with risk, and results may vary. Now, first things first, I'll share a word from God that has to do with money, wealth building, or business. And today's word will come from Psalms 128:2, and it says, "You will eat the fruit of your labor, blessings and prosperity will be yours." And the easy to read version states, "Enjoy the rewards of honest work." And for any of my traders out there that put in the work throughout the last few months when things were looking scary, you are probably reaping the benefits of that work now. So God bless you. And speaking of other people who are absolutely receiving blessings as well, we have a few people in the Trader Freedom community who are still sharing the results from March. Andrew here says, "Completed my first full month of day trading," and we can see that he did 9.66% for the month of March. So Andrew, you are off to an amazing start. We have Pre-Drag here who did 23% for the month of March. Shout out to you. And Frankie did numbers that you do not see very often, doing 69% on his portfolio in the month of March. So shout out to all of you. But lastly, I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back. For March, I did $81,000, as you can see here. But what I'm proud of is not necessarily the amount or the fact that the market was red for the entire month of March. What I'm happy about is I took some time off during the month of March. I went on a week-long cruise, went to St. Thomas, and visited a few other places simply because I needed a reset. So even with missing a full week of active trading, we still did near six figures for the month. And so I'm proud of that. We'll get back above six figures in the month of April. But it feels good knowing that you could take a break and go live life. And that is literally why I named the community Trade to Freedom. All right, but if you know anybody else who is looking to trade to freedom, tell them about the community. The link is below in the description. We have a full process for you to learn so you can come and trade to freedom with me and the other nearly 400 members in the community. All right, link is below in the description, but with that, let's get down to business. Now, of course, you probably already know what's going on today. Because the president backed off of his threats for Iran for at least the next 2 weeks, the market surged up quite a bit today, pushing nearly any single stock that you can find a bit higher. All right, we are definitely within a very headline-driven market right now. Anything that the president does kind of moves the market. And he even came out this morning saying, giving more threats to any country that helps supply weapons to Iran with 50% tariffs. All right, so it's pretty much like every single day we have something new. And so no matter how you feel about him, one thing you can say for sure is that he will keep you on your toes with whatever he is thinking next. All right, but we will continue to use this to our advantage and just play the exact same game that all the other rich folks play. Now, this upward move, which the S&P, as I am recording this video, is up about 2.5%, took us out of the extreme fear territory for the first time in a month. All right, so the fear has subsided just a little bit. We're still in the fear territory, but we are officially out of extreme fear. You know, and any time we get down into that extreme fear, any single headline that is even slightly good can push the market up quite considerably, as we are seeing today and as we've seen last week as well. But one thing I want to show you is if we look down here, we can see 1 year ago today, we were in extreme fear at a level of 2. All right, this was the day right after what is now known as Liberation Day, where Trump pretty much gave an entire presentation showing exactly how much he was going to tariff every single country, and that had the market spooked, and it was way down deep into the extreme fear territory at 2. And then on April 9th, he turned around and said he was going to give all of those exact same countries 90 days to do whatever it is they needed to do. And the market skyrocketed and went up the most it's ever gone intraday just after he tweeted that news. All right, so we're kind of seeing something similar here. It's not as large of a move as it was back then, but here we are a year later with the exact same story. There is absolutely nothing new in the stock market. It replays the same movies over and over and over again. Now, this upward move is a historic move when it comes to the volatility index. So shout out to Spot Gamma for making this graphic, but it shows that this VIX crush was the second largest ever. And there was only been one time in the last 35 years where the crush was bigger, when it was already in the 25 to 30 range. All right, and that was back on September 18th of 2007 when the Fed surprised with a 50 basis point rate cut. All right, so we can see here, this was the second largest move down in history. Now, here's why that's significant. One, that greatly reduces options premiums. And so if you're an option seller, it's great for trades that you were already in, as you were likely able to close several of them for profit today, but it's not so good for trades that you're looking to enter into now, as you would have gotten paid a whole lot more for them just yesterday. But that was something that's very interesting there. Now, here I am on the CME Fed Watch tool, and this shows you what the expectations are for rate cuts or rate hikes in the future dates. And so what I did is I went ahead and went to the very last Fed meeting for this year, which is December 9th of 2026, and just to see where expectations are now that the Strait of Hormuz is now open, at least temporarily, which should bring down prices for several things quite considerably. And so as of right now, we can see there's about a 68% chance that rates stay exactly the same as they are right now. There's less than a 0.5% chance that rates are hiked by the end of the year. And then it looks like we have a 27% chance for a quarter basis point cut. But what I want to show you is if we look at the chances of a hike, what they were just yesterday, we can see that there was a 5% chance that we would get a quarter basis rate hike. And now there is less than a 0.5% just in the span of one day. All right. And then that quarter basis cut went from a chance of 13% just yesterday and now is at 27%. And so there is a pretty decent expectation that if the Strait of Hormuz can stay open, that should help reduce inflation a bit, which may help the Fed cut rates even faster. Now, with all that being said, this upward move couldn't help every single stock. Here we have Nike here, which is now currently at a 12-year low. All right, it is up slightly today, but that is nothing compared to the downfall that it's had over the last several months, or really over the last few years. But we can see here the last time that Nike was this low was all the way back to September of 2014. All right, so a little over 12 years ago. And so let me know down in the comments if you are thinking about doing anything with Nike, because at this point, I don't know whether the slogan should be just do it or just don't. But as far as the total market, we are starting to get confirmation for leaps. All right, and so we can see here, this is QQQ, which follows the NASDAQ 100. And when I'm considering leaps, the one indicator that I look at first is the stochastic. And so if we look down here, the stochastic is a momentum oscillator. And so quite simply, if the stochastic is pointing in an upwards direction, that means we are having upwards momentum. And if it's pointing in a downwards direction, then we are having downwards momentum. And so I love buying leaps once we have been in the oversold area here and we are starting to come back outwards. And so while I do believe that we may or may not get a few red days here shortly, just because this day was such a massive green day, I do believe that in the long term, we are in for a better entry point at this point because of the sell-off, and many of our big tech names have had an increase in their earnings expectations. And so that combination there is exactly what you want. A lower price, but an expectation for higher earnings. Okay, every investment is the present value of all future cash flow. And so if these companies are making more, but they're currently priced lower, that creates an amazing opportunity. All right, so that is the NASDAQ, but I'll let you guys in on a few stocks that I am eyeing for leaps in the Trade to Freedom community. Now, I'm going to share with you guys a cheaper stock, which will be Netflix, and then I will share a bit more expensive stock. But I've been discussing Netflix for quite some time. It had a huge sell-off, and at one point was the oversold that it's been in the last 20 years. And a lot of that drama came from the whole Warner Brothers deal. One thing that investors do not like is uncertainty. And so during that entire time, it was very uncertain if Netflix was going to get Warner Brothers or if it was not, and how much it would pay if it did. And of course, we all have the results to that now, and they are not buying Warner Brothers. And as soon as that news was released, it had this huge green week and it shot up. And I personally have shares of Netflix that I was assigned at $92. And what I've been doing is I've been selling a few rounds of covered calls on them, and I will likely have those shares called away from me next week. So I want to reuse those funds that I'm freeing up to enter into leaps. But for this specifically, there is a price that I needed to close above in order to get in. All right, we can already see the stochastic is pointing in an upwards direction. Now, of course, I would have liked to enter the leaps down here, but it was pretty much that instant news that they were not buying Warner Brothers that made it shoot up very quickly. And so the stochastic moved upwards. And I also had shares of it too, so I wasn't bothered by missing on the leaps opportunity. But if this stock can finish above $100 and close above it and stay above it, that is going to be my trigger to go ahead and get into a leaps opportunity. Now, the reason for that is any round number is always going to be a level of at least short-term support or resistance. And so we can see right here, since the stock price is under 100 technically, although it is very close, it is having troubles getting above it and staying above it. All right. And so we could see this right here just about a month ago. It hit that $100 level and then it sold off. And then it came down for the next month. And then here we are here again today, trying to get back above that level. And so I want this to stay above $100. And that will be my cue to go ahead and enter into leaps. Now, whenever I enter into a leaps contract, I always typically turn it into a poor man's covered call. So if you are in the Trader Friend community, you'll see the exact strikes that I use for that. But I'm looking forward to potentially riding the stock price up back to this around $130 level. And then who knows, maybe if they come out with some more good news, they can get a new all-time high. But first, I have to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of this video, Moomoo. Now, beyond just being an amazing brokerage and one that has tools way better than most brokerages that I know, right now they have one of the most amazing sign-up offers as well. When you open up an account using the link below in the description, not only can you get up to $1,000 of NVDA stock, but you can also get up to an 8.1% APY on your idle funds. And that is just crazy. But what was just added, they added in an additional $100 cash reward. When you open up an account using my link below in the description, you will not find this anywhere else. So make sure that you take advantage of this. But on top of all of that, their mobile platform is next level. Taking a look at their mobile app, so you can see here, you can see a lot of general information such as earnings and earnings calendars and earnings beats and economic calendars. However, what I like most is this investment theme. So if we click on investment themes, here they categorize stocks based on what they're impacted by. And so what I like most is this one that's called Nancy Pelosi Portfolio. Now, if you're not familiar, Nancy Pelosi is a US Congresswoman, and she seems to always select the right stocks right at the right time. And so Mumu conveniently put all the stocks that she is currently investing in right here on this list for you to see. And so if you just wanted to follow what Nancy Pelosi is doing, you could follow this investment theme in Mumu. But go ahead, check it out. The link is below in the description. You can get up to 60 free stocks, and you can only get that with this link. So go ahead and click it, and you can thank me later. And the second stock is Meta, ticker symbol META, which I believe is the best deal within the Mag 7 as we speak. Now, obviously, it is shot up today. It's up nearly 7%. Of course, we have the good news from the market, but they also came out with their own good news, releasing some more AI tools, which the market clearly liked that news. But again, if we come down here and we look at the stochastic, we can see that it is actually coming up out of this oversold area. Okay, and I do believe that this is definitely at minimum $800 stock. All right, I definitely could see Meta getting to around the $1,000 mark at some point here within the next year or so. But prior to today, it had a 19 PE. And so for a company growing at a 30% clip, that is extreme value. And so let's go ahead into our platform and look at a potential trade. Now, here we are in the options chain for Netflix. Now, do remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. If you want to know exactly what I'm doing, you can join us in the Trader Freedom community. This is just an example for informational purposes only. But if we want to do a leaps contract, the definition of a leaps is a long call that is more than 365 days out till expiration. And so we would have to come down here. This March 19th date wouldn't quite cut it with 345 days. So we'd have to come at least to this June 17th date that is 435 days out from now. Okay, and me personally, I like to go even further out. Now, of course, in the market, everything has a trade-off. So the further out you go, the higher probabilities of you making profit. However, the more expensive the contracts will be. In the shorter duration, it decreases your probability of profit. However, the contracts will cost less. But let's go ahead out to this 435 day till expiration. And one interesting thing to note here is that the expected move by this time is plus or minus $31. And we know that the all-time high for Netflix was around $131. But if we come back over here to the options chain, what I like to do is go around a 0.70 delta when it comes to my strike price. And this is perfect for me, as again, remember I said I own shares of Netflix at around 92 bucks, but they will likely be called away from me next week. And so now I can kind of get back in somewhere closer to the price that I got in previously. And so let's go ahead and do this $90 strike. Now, what you'll notice is for these contracts, we'll have to pay anywhere between $2,200 to $2,300. Now, here's the power in leaps is that that is so much less than what it would cost in order to buy 100 shares of said stock, right? If we bought 100 shares at 90 bucks, that would be $9,000. And so we're paying like 70, 80% less than what we would have to pay to buy the shares. All right, so I'm going to get a ton of funds freed up that I can probably buy about 4 to 5 contracts per every single 100 share lot that I own. All right, because at the heart of it, options are just a leveraged way to buy or sell a stock. And so leaps are a leveraged way to buy a stock. All right, so if we go ahead and we load up the trade, we can see here at the mid price, I'll be paying about $2,290 per contract. And let's say I wanted to replace just one of those 100 share lots that I own with the funds that I am freeing up. So maybe I'll do about 4 contracts. If we take a look right here, we can see this is where the stock price is currently at these dotted lines. And right up here, as I move my mouse, you'll see how much those contracts will be worth around current time versus how much they would be worth around expiration. All right, if the stock price were to continue to rise, and let's say it gets close to those all-time highs that we mentioned, which was also the expected move for this expiration date. All right, so if it goes back up to the around 130 level, then we can see if that happens in the near term, I will be up about $10,000. And if it's around this level at expiration, then I'll be up about $6,854. All right, and so that is to the upside. And of course, with any option buying strategy, the most that you could lose would be the amount that you paid for the trade to begin with. But of course, we would never take anywhere near a max loss because there are several different ways that you can exit the trade if it starts going against you. And I do have a Leaps cheat sheet down in the description below. It is absolutely free, so feel free to go ahead and grab it, but it details some of those different ways. But let me know down in the comments below if you are looking at Netflix or Meta, and if not, what stocks are you interested in buying Leaps on? Now, again, remember to get your free shares of NVDA by signing up for Mumu. The link is below in the description. And if you would like to join us in Trader Freedom, then come on. I would absolutely love to trade freedom with you. But that is it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.